Hello everybody out there. Jesus Christ, this video is 16 minutes long. It's Chris reading The Bluebirds of Happiness again. Hello Ashley Warren. So I'm just warning you, this particular stream of Chris Chan is just going to be a lot of Chris reading this book. I don't remember exactly how many times he does this. I think it's 4, and then he stops. Yeah. Wait. Yep, that's it. He reads 4 chapters of The Bluebirds of Happiness, stops for a little while, and then begins reading A Girl Who Fought the World, which is a lot more interesting in terms of its backstory than the book itself. So at least that'll be a lot more interesting. Yeah, this is going to be an episode about audiobooks. Let's just get right in there. Let's dive right in and just have it playing. I'm going to talk over it because it's so goddamn boring. And I just don't care if I talk over this. Normally I'd feel bad if I talk over some sort of important thing that Chris is trying to do, but for fuck's sake, it's just him reading this book, and it's real hard to spice it up. Holy shit, he's so quiet. Christ,
my PayPal account, but I have resolved that.
There we go.
That up, so everybody can
make him a
donate
little louder, I guess.
once again safely and well. So please get to that right away if you haven't been able to do that the past day or two. Also,
Oh man, make sure to donate to him.
Donating through PayPal.
Oh boy.
I'll allow for you to send me a.
I'll allow you to send me money.
To the U.S. mail to my home address. But mostly, I want it direct to my PayPal account.
I'll allow you to mail me stuff. That's
anyway,
it.
with that,
Thank you for this wonderful birthday gift, Tony. Oh, you're welcome. I didn't know it was your birthday, but I woke up and I was like, man, let's make someone have a good day.
At least $200.
At least $200.
I say that I state that I quote that amount because not only do we need to pay the bill, but we're gonna need to be able to eat around here, and
you know what's funny?
it's not gonna be around totally.
He says he needs money to pay the bill and then also to eat better. Yeah, because he needs to buy more McDonald's. Jesus fuck.
Yes, please help us.
Who donates to this spaz? Seriously. The people who donate to Chris Chan, I think, are people who either feel bad for him, because there are people who do, or it's people who think that if they funnel money into him, he will eventually start doing Sonichu again. And I hate to be a Debbie Downer, but it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. You can funnel money directly into his anus through a goddamn hose, and it's just not gonna work. You're not gonna get the comics you want, you know? At least I don't try to make them boring. Here's the thing though, Chris isn't trying to make them boring. He just is. Like this, like he's not, it's not that he's trying to make it boring, it's that he's not trying to spice it up. He's doing this. God, he just keeps getting quieter. I literally can't make him any louder.
Oh no, it might be.
I can't make him louder, I'm trying.
Anyway, moving on.
Moving on.
Alright, so, let's see. Your girlfriend has a terrible singing voice.
I prefer Wendy's.
But at least she's having fun.
I like me some Burger King. I had Burger King for the first time in ages the other day, and it was good.
Pink jeans. Mike was currently wearing a plain white t-shirt with a black leather coat and a pair of blue jeans. The man wearing the blue tuxedo shrugged his shoulders.
Oh man. You know, I thought to myself before I started this stream,
she's always asking me to buy her something so that she
put the videos on double speed.
It's not gonna happen anytime soon, so
oh boy.
Every week. Uncle. Bartender wearing a black dress, extra black hair. Said, I wish you wouldn't sometimes, as 3 more glasses of rum and coke are the 2 men. Wait, not dog is right.
You know, this background music sounds better in double speed. You know, with the amount of pauses he takes, the double speed seems like normal speed.
It's not rum and coke, it's Coca-Cola from the Romans. Rum and Coca-Cola, drinking from the empty gala.
Oh, can I forgot he does a Coca-Cola song randomly while he's doing this. I want to actually hear that. Why are annotations on? No, fuck off. Get that out of here.
Wouldn't sometimes. she said as she poured glasses of rum.
Are we going to be streaming the Trump videos? Yeah, when we get there.
As he accepted his glass, while Mike planned on waiting until he finished his current glass of rum and Coca-Cola.
Oh.
It's not rum and Coke.
I love when Chris sings.
Coca-Cola from the Romans.
I mean, I sing sometimes on stream, but I know I'm bad. Oh boy.
Yeah, before he finish his current glass.
Jeez, no, I can't take it. I can't. The funny thing is that I can still understand him at double speed, so I don't feel bad turning him up. What is he reading? He is reading a story titled Unicorns, Rainbows, and a Bluebird of Happiness. It's not a very good story. Like, I've actually listened to Chris read through this and, like, actually try to figure out what's going on. It's not a very good story. I don't know if it's him being boring as fuck, but it's not very good. It just doesn't seem good. Long time watcher, first time watching live. Oh, I'm so sorry, my guy. I apologize that this is what you've got to watch. Jesus. You sing better than Christian does, though. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Sounds like a crap story. It honestly does. Is this a fanfic or an original story? I'm pretty sure this is a fanfic? I'm not sure, though. It may be a short story. I don't know. I didn't care enough to look it up. Normally I'd look up something like that, but I don't give two diddly shits about this story. Normally I'd be real into what Chris is doing, but this ain't doing it for me, alright? Why is he reading this shit? I thought that was actually what we'd do to spice this up.
Thought of his time at St. Anger's mental hospital where he shared a room with a person named Francine.
You know, he's reading a story about people in a mental hospital and murderers and, like, a world where animals and humans coexist. Kind of like that show Ugly Americans, I guess, is kind of the visual I'm imagining. But it's so boring. How is this story so bad? But here's the thing. He's doing voices. Oh yeah, he's doing voices, and they're very inconsistent. His voices will change. All of a sudden, a woman will sound like this when she sounded like this 2 seconds ago because he doesn't know what he's doing. But sometimes he'll just completely fuck the whole thing because he doesn't really know what he's doing. Like, it's all over the fucking place. It's so bad. You never know what character is speaking because he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Oy. It's bad. I want a chicken to kill myself. Oh man, the McGriddle. Here's the thing, Chris is under the impression that people will give him money if he does this. Because just begging doesn't seem to be working enough for him. He says it's working. He says every time he solicits a donation in a video, he receives something, which is true. I believe that he does in fact receive something every time he does something, but it's not enough. It's not the amount he wants. It's not enough for him to buy more Lego, alright? So Chris thought, I'm pretty sure, this is just me speculating, I don't know this for a fact, alright? I think he believes that if he goes out of his way to do something, for once, that he'll get more donations. The only issue with that is that he decided to do something really fucking boring, like read this goddamn story, and just do it in the most unenthusiastic way possible. I think he thinks that people will like it as much as his original audiobooks. Chris did in fact do audiobooks for Sonichu. And I was gonna make that like a special stream, but he did do audiobooks for his comics, and they are hilarious. I love them. But these are different than that because he doesn't read these with enthusiasm like he did before. Like, he was singing and doing sound effects like pew 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 whenever stuff was happening in his audiobooks. Does he even like what he's reading? It does come with the implication that he does enjoy this story. I do believe that he enjoys this story, and he's read it before. The next book he reads, I don't think he enjoys it. If I'm remembering correctly, he in fact stops reading it because he doesn't enjoy it. He's also not getting any donations for it. Will we watch the audiobooks? Yes, we will. Not the Vivian G audiobooks, mind you. We will in fact watch Chris do his own audiobooks. Man. I wish I could track down Vivian G.
Destroying the tires.
I wish I could track down all the
Chris as he
people
opened the door to the left of him.
that have
The car
done
leaked
stuff
out.
to Chris, you
So he
know?
grabbed Edith and flew out the open
And
door
just
before the car
sit
crashed
down
towards
with
the
them
side
and
of
just have a big
the road.
talk,
My sister.
like a
He
big
ran up,
interview.
charged towards the man, who smiled as
I'd
he
love
reached towards
that.
the pocket
That
and
would
grabbed a
make
small
me
pistol.
happy. That would make me
Nope, come any
the
closer.
happiest
Kevin said
guy
with a smile as he pointed the gun at the girl.
if I could
He started
somehow
towards him.
find these
Before
people
the man had tried to pull the trigger, the
and
girl
just
had
talk to
lifted
them
him in the air
about
and
Chris
had
for
her
like an
horn positioned near
hour,
his neck.
you know?
I didn't kill your sister, Kevin said simply.
How am
Staring
I?
at him.
That's a nice
Expression
nice
showed
thing of you to
something
ask.
interesting.
I'm doing alright.
Officer Mike said that you did. Officer Mike is a lawyer.
Man,
so-
we should talk about Chris, you know?
As she held him above her head. Then you
Nice,
know
What's there to
nice.
say?
Kevin, who shook his head in response.
What's there to
As soon as the man
say?
had finished shaking his head, the girl released her from his grip and impaled him on her
He's a
arm.
boy, you know? He's that guy.
Shrieked while Edith watched the man slide off the girl's horn with a shocked expression.
What gender is Chris, for the love of God? He's a lesbian soul trapped in a male body. That's what he is. He's a straight male. You have to understand that Chris considers himself to be a straight male, but he is, I mean, he also considers himself to be a full-fledged woman. It's a little fucked. Can we watch Chris fuck the blow-up doll at .25 speed? While Kankueen railroads in the background? You know, I'd rather watch this. Tony, what is your thoughts on the Pokemon Salazzle? It's the fire poison lizard, and it's the one that looks like it could be a porn star. Well, I'll tell you my only thoughts on that. I want to hear Chris do his actual intro. So we're going to put this on normal speed. Oh no, this isn't even him reading the book. This is normal, not book. Yeah, we can actually be interested in what he's doing. Fuck. I mean, the first time I saw that Pokemon, I mean, Jesus Christ, you just know it's gonna have porn. Like, you don't even have to question it. Alright, let's get enthused! Let's get ready! Fuck. Announcement.
Hello everybody, it's Christine Chandler coming to you.
Hey,
from
Christine.
home once again. And
Ooh.
we'll be getting to the next chapter of the Unicorns, Rainbows, and Blueberry Happiness
I really hope we don't.
in the next video right after this one. But first I do have a couple of announcements to make. We received a good number of donations,
Uh-huh.
but we could still do better. And yeah, it's
What
fair.
is that?
We've managed for the most part.
What is that?
Yeah, so we could still.
That looks like early, like, original WoW
Anyway,
wristbands
so
for like a shaman. That's how bad that
coming,
looks.
I'll put the link underneath this video as well.
Oh good. I'm glad you're gonna put that link there.
The instructions anyway, whatever that is. Anyway, I also have a most sincere and direct.
Let's take a look at that link. Excuse me. No.
And
There you
direct
go. Fix
apology
yourself.
to all the males worldwide around the world, of which the details come to my attention that we have more than in
No
common.
donation link.
And I wrote it down, so go read my apology.
Oh, he's gonna read a poem.
Anyway, yes.
Here it comes.
Gentlemen of the world,
Mm-hmm.
I have learned and realized that y'all, as a male, are okay.
Yeah.
All people, female and male, are more alike than we realize.
Uh-huh.
We are all the same inside the womb.
This is not the
Half
first
of us
time this
come
has
out
happened.
changed from that, and half of us gets to remain unchanged. And really, the difference between genders, is the one mutation created by the chromosome, and the varying levels of mentality and ability individually. And for putting y'all down as a group,
This is a legit
deeply
apology because he wrote a
apologize.
poem for it.
deeply and sincerely. I respect you each as people and individuals. I still maintain the respectable arm's length distance.
You guys are alright, but
being
you just gotta stay within arm's distance. Alright, let me answer some of these questions you guys are sending. If you bred me a Bagon, would I want to pick the name? I mean, other people have had me pick names for their Pokemon. Normally, I'll just name your Pokemon something really fucking dumb, like Bumbus or Dingledoo. Like, I'm just giving you a heads up, that's what's gonna happen. Tony, have you played Resident Evil 7? No, I'm not actually a fan of Resident Evil. Never really sat down and given them a look. So I want you guys to understand that this is no different than Chris in the past. Chris has... There's just different motivation for this. Now, in the past, Chris will say, oh, no, I don't have a problem with males. I don't have a problem with gays. It's fine. And he would do that so that people would stop harassing him about them. It's so people would stop sending him messages that are like, why are you such a racist? Why are you such a sexist? Why are you an asshole? Him saying those things was to get people off his back. The difference here is that Chris is saying these things hoping that he can stop people from feeling alienated, and then they'll be more willing to donate. Because if you are alienating people, they are less likely to send their money to you. He's basically lying. He's basically lying just to make people give him donations, which is very interesting. It's funny, the motivation behind the reasons Chris does certain things in today's sagas is completely different from when he did the exact same thing years and years ago. And I think that's just darn interesting. You said in a previous stream that you were Guzma from Pokemon Sun and Moon. If that's true, then what character is Dane? Dane's the big kahuna with the bowl. That guy. Give me your money. Basically, everything happening in these sagas is give me your money. That's it. That's all it is.
Alright, so...
I love that. I love that pause. I love that just dead air, just of confusion. Can we count that?
Approached in person.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Alright, so
that was 6 seconds of him just
shortly
sitting there not knowing what to do.
Is chapter 3
you know?
of Rainbows
Jesus.
Over Happiness. Thank you.
If you guys could date a game character, if so, who? Would you? A video game character? That's a tough question. I think I'm gonna talk about a question like that on one of my game discussions. Probably gonna do that stream after this.
Hey, thanks.
He had a nom flashback.
I've actually been on a subliminal project, as a lot of you, or some of you, may have been aware of through my history or whatever that I try to keep private amongst my YouTube settings.
Uh-huh.
But I have been enjoying for the past 3 months the get rid of autism subliminal.
Oh. Tony, you say. Did I hear Chris say the get rid of autism subliminal? Yeah. Chris is under the impression that listening to subliminal messages can do different things, such as make your breasts grow larger, cure autism, etc. I've talked about this before, but now we have to actually see it. Alright, let's listen to him talk and then I'll rant about it. Jesus.
The one actually works in 3 months.
This can only go well.
3 times per day.
3 times per day.
3 to 6 times.
3 to 6 times.
I have been doing it, and I've actually found myself more mentally capable.
Keep in mind, he was brain dead for a total of 6 seconds the last time that I counted. He's over here talking about how he's cured his autism. I counted for 6 goddamn seconds. Now here's the thing. Can people just blank out for like a couple seconds? Duh. Everybody does that. The only difference is that he had a script that he was reading. He should have known what he was gonna say.
Capable. I do not blank out as much.
How many bracelets does he have? More than this.
Mental processing. And I feel a whole lot better. So with that, I'm essentially cured of autism.
Excuse me? One more time?
I'm essentially cured of autism.
Bruh!
So with that, I'm essentially cured of autism.
Ooh!
Oh, and also I've actually been able to socialize better out in public.
Oh yeah, Chris?
So that's another good deal right there.
Love that, okay.
I'm gonna put the link underneath this video. And those of y'all with autism, try for yourself.
Can we, let's pull that up actually once he's done talking.
3 times per day for 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
It worked for me.
Oh yeah? It worked for me. It'll work for you too. He's ascended. He has ascended. Chapter 3, fuck that. Alright, so notice how long this video is. This video is for easy autism symptoms. Oh man. Let's read this description. Headphones required. This video has affirmations for easing the symptoms of people with autism. The affirmations are designed to target the negative social and developmental aspects of autism, as well as the disorder itself. Just listen to the audio. You can listen while doing other activities as well, but you must be awake. Listening while asleep will help you progress, but not unless you are listening during the day. Listen 3 to 6 times a day. You should see noticeable changes in less than a month. Listen for at least 3 months to get the end result. This is in no way a substitute for professional treatment. This is in no way a substitute for professional treatment, Chris. Ugh. How subliminal works. These are affirmations, suggestions, that are hidden under the music. Because they are hidden by the music and you can't hear them, the suggestions go right past your conscious mind, which would normally reject them as not true, and they go right to your subconscious mind and are accepted as true. Once the affirmations are ingrained in your subconscious, your body starts changing to match what the subconsciousness is telling you. And that's how people get physical results. You can't cure autism with with sounds. It just doesn't work. Now notice it says 3 to 6 times a day, okay? That is a minimum of 31.5 minutes a day that you are listening to this guy's video, alright? Now you have to understand. Let me hit you guys with some stuff. The longer a video is, the more ads I can put in it. All right? Now I don't do this. I know other people do this. I just have the same ads for every single video, but let me see if I can pull it up on one of my videos. I can show you guys exactly how it works. For those of you who don't create content and don't know exactly how this shit works, I can show you how it works. Yeah, here we go. I'll pop it right up on the screen. All right? I can actually pop in ads whenever the fuck I want. Whenever the fuck I want, I can just pop in an ad. I can do one before, I can do one after the video ends. I can press insert and just put it wherever the fuck I want. I can display ads of different kinds. I can put non-skippable ads. I can put skippable ads. I can put sponsorship cards. I can put overlay ads. I can put as many fucking things as I want, and you guys can't do a goddamn thing about it. Now here's the thing. The longer the video is, the less likely people are to get annoyed when there's an advertisement just randomly in the middle. Alright? Now, I've never once put an advertisement anywhere but the beginning. Because why the fuck would I put one halfway through? This isn't goddamn Breaking Bad or fucking other TV shows. Like, I don't need to do that. However, if you're this guy, and people are going to be watching the same video all the time, you can have that. You can pop this shit in, and because they're listening to it subliminally, boop, the ad will just pop up right on there. It is a passive revenue machine that you don't have to try. They can pop in as many of these bad boys as you want. And nobody's gonna notice, you know? If they're overlay ads, who's gonna fucking notice? And if they're regular ads, who's gonna care, you know? They're gonna be like, oh, I'm just listening to this, you know, subliminally. It's fine. Who cares? You know? It's a scam. This kind of shit is a scam. Alright? It's not true. It's not true in the slightest. It's a scam. Are there audio things you can listen to soothe your brain? Yes. There are things that you can listen to that will soothe your brain. Things that'll help you sleep. Stuff like that. That's true. Is this true? Can you fix your autism with this? No. However, I will give it this. They did say that this is in fact not a cure. I was really thinking that Chris would be watching a video that says cure autism now, but it didn't. They do say this, which is nice. At least they're smart enough to know that. But it's all a load of bullshit. It's a load of bullshit, all right? That's just how it is. That's just that's just how it is. Oh my god. And here's the thing though, you can't tell people how ads work, right? If I tell you guys to click on my ads, then I can have my ads disabled. I can be reported for basically trying to get more money. That's how that works. If I was to go, hey guys, make sure to click on all my ads all the time. Just click, just click on them, boys, and I'll get tons of money. Like that's you'll get reported. Your ads will be removed. So what's the next best thing? How do you get people to click your ads? How do you get people to accidentally click them, or how do you get them to run on your videos? You just have shit like this. You just have shit like this. You just have super long videos that you can just insert shit in all the time. Keep in mind that this says to listen to this video 3 to 6 times a day. This is not one long video that's full of ads. This is even worse than that. It's even worse than that, because it is 10.5 minutes that you have to replay, which means if they have an ad halfway through this, once at the beginning, and then once at the end, and then going through the whole thing, that's even more than if it was just one video with tons of ads in it. It's insidious. It's insidious, this bullshit. It's a way for them to say, look at my ads, without, you know, without actually them saying that. Because if they're not saying that, what are you going to report them for? You know, they're not breaking any rules. They're not breaking any rules at all. It's a load of bullshit. I hope you guys just know that. That's the thing. I've already ranted about Chris and his goddamn autism cure in another video, but I just want to point out that shit is a buttload of. It's just it's a scam. Okay, there's no way else to put it. It's a scam.
Chapter 3 in our
Chapter 3 vlog.
Reading Bluebird, Happy Unicorns, Rainbows, and Bluebirds of Happiness. So here we go. Chapter 3.
Ooh.
Suffer children. Why is your body dominated by fear?
You want to dominate my body by fear?
The sun is near? A man with long gray hair said as he stood in front of a mirror inside
Bluebirds.
a empty room in his basement, which was lit entirely with a handful of candles on his wooden shelves.
This story.
Wearing a dark blue mask and a black robe, which covered the remainder of his body below his neck.
This story it suffers from the same problems as My Immortal. For those of you who've seen my Let's Read of My Immortal, you probably know that one of the main issues with that story is that they will overly describe everything that is happening. Tony, can you explain why Gengar is the best Pokemon? Because he's a goofster. He's a goofster. He goofs people. He's got a big smile. He's got a smoochable face. You just wanna go up to him, see his pearly whites, give him a smooch. That's why.
The man nodded his head as he
So,
stared at his reflection in the mirror.
This story, it overly describes everything.
That is good.
That's the problem with it. It'll be like, this guy's got gray hair, freckles, the room is lit like this. Like, don't get me wrong, you have to describe shit in your book. If you're writing a book, you gotta describe shit. How am I supposed to know what the fuck how am I supposed to visualize it if you're not describing it? But you can't overly describe it. You can't overly describe that. If you overly describe in your book, people are gonna get bored. This is one of the reasons this particular story is bored. It's boring. That's just how it is.
Forgive me. If I shed a tear,
Forgive me.
2 seconds or sun will appear. You say that he will end your life. How will he do it? With a gun or a knife? The woman asked the man.
Sometimes the characters in this book rhyme, and I don't know why.
Do not worry, little one.
It's dumb.
The man started to say, but he was interrupted by the sound of the door swinging open.
That's a door.
The woman turned her head to see a man wearing a bright red trench coat that matched his bright red hair.
Tony, were you annoyed when they made Gengar weaker in the new gen? I mean,
he was holding a pistol in his left hand.
I was annoyed when Gengar was weaker in the starting gen, you know? He's a ghost type. He's supposed to be countering things like, you know, Alakazam. But he's a poison type, so then he's just weak to Alakazam, and then you get fucked.
The man said with a crazed smile as he started to walk
Autism levels are too much for me to handle.
I was driving home from a long day of work.
Oh, man.
I get stopped by a really stupid pickpocket.
I did say we were never gonna skip Chris Chan videos, but I'm gonna give you guys a break, and we're gonna talk about Chris and theories on why he does what he does, and we're gonna talk over him doing this. If you guys came into this stream and you're like, man, Tony, I can't wait for us to listen to Chris read this book. Let's listen to it. Fuck that. We're not doing it. We're going through this.
Please stop.
Fast as fuck.
The old man said to the younger man, rolled his eyes.
Alright.
I can't fucking stand it. The man took a laugh as he
It's
counted
one of
his
those
money.
days.
Anyways, the big fucking fucking baby.
I don't have my water on standby. We're gonna die here.
Apparently, he ripped out from some forest girl's belly with magic or some shit. Can you tell me what the hell was that about?
Jesus
The man growled as he
Christ.
held the finger on the trigger of his pistol. The gray-haired man shrugged in
So let's
response.
talk about why Chris does the things that he does. We've already talked about why he's reading this. It's pretty straightforward. He's reading this because he believes that people will give him money if he does.
The man said to himself before he started to watch the door.
But why does he keep going when clearly he doesn't get donations? Because he recorded them all at once. Because he recorded them in bulk. Which is why he's wearing the same clothes. Actually, that's not even true. I think he actually put on the same clothes to do this. Because these had to have been live streamed, I think. Man, that's just sad.
Why did you kill that girl's sister? Why did you let her children and her lover live? The man passed.
What is this?
We stared at him with a stoic expression on his face. His sister and you...
I legitimately think it could easily just be due to his cut from the outside world for so long. He doesn't know what's actually socially acceptable. It's like a train wreck in slow motion. You bring up a very interesting point, one that is in fact entirely correct. The thing about Chris is that he's been cut off from the outside world by himself. It's his fault. He has been cut out from the outside world. He does not have friends to interact with. He doesn't play video games with people online, so he doesn't even have that sort of interaction. Can you live in your house and not go out very often and still be completely normal? Yes. Yes, you can. The internet is a lovely thing and allows you to interact with tons of people everywhere. And you can be a normal, functioning member of society. The only issue is that Chris doesn't engage in these things. He only talks to people who work at the McDonald's counter, and that's about it. That's the extent of how far he's going to interact. That and his mom. But his mom is a recluse. She never goes out. She never goes out. That's why he doesn't understand how the real world works. He understands how his brain works. He thinks things happen and then they do. It's how he perceives the world, not how the world perceives him.
They're all monsters. They don't deserve to live anymore.
Most of the problems are his ego. He doesn't have empathy, which makes it even worse. This is entirely true as well. Chris does in fact not have any empathy for anything, despite saying that he does. He says that he is a very empathetic person. The problem with that is that no, he's not. He has a huge ego. He's a complete narcissist. He doesn't actually understand the concept of empathy, which is partially due to his autism and mostly due to the fact that he is stuck like this. Now a lot of people say, "Oh man, Tony, you're giving autism a bad rap because of Chris." You have to understand that he's an anomaly. Who do you love most? Your fans or Gengar? Fans, obviously. When we talk about Chris in relation to autism, understand that we're not talking about autism for normal people. Normal people can be functioning, you can be normal, you can get some help and everything will be fine, and there's nothing wrong with you, alright? You can be as normal as someone who doesn't have autism, alright? You're great, you should feel great. The difference is, Chris has a special kind of extreme autism, which is brought on due to his lack of care, due to how awful of a person he is. It's a special kind. It's special, you know? What is the orange thing in his room? This bag? That's a big bag full of, like, boxes from shit that he's bought. I'm assuming that this serves the purpose of a garbage bag. Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't feel bad. You shouldn't feel bad if you have autism, and Chris does too. You shouldn't feel ashamed, because he is an anomaly. It's like how you shouldn't feel ashamed for the human race because there's murderers, you know? Just some people are fucked, right? Why is the fic talking about watching videos now? This story goes all over the place. Let's talk about how bad the story is. The story is all over the place. It makes no goddamn sense. It doesn't flow correctly. It's just not a well-written story. I don't think it's a well-written story. It's just bad.
Cynthia growled as she pushed the girl away from her.
Is that soda cup from McDonald's or from Culver's?
Nobody gets murdered. Nobody gets
I don't know. I just assume everything in his room is McDonald's. Because it normally is.
She sat on the bed a few inches away from Cynthia. The girl growled at her and opened her mouth to speak. It was cut off when the yellow and red-haired girl placed her hand on her mouth to silence her.
Ooh. His hair. His hair. I know that everyone can change aspects of themselves, but I feel like Chris may never be able to change due to the fact that he is on another fucking level of human altogether. Yes. Chris is actually incapable of changing, I believe. Unless put under very extreme conditions. You know, okay, let me give you an example of a normal person. Let's say that you're hanging out with some friends, right? And these friends are a little different from your normal friends. We're actually gonna listen to his intro in normal time. And then I'll continue my little rant there. Come on.
Suni Miku, oh boy, my favo. She's my favorite artist. Sugoi.
Hello everybody, this is Christine Chandler coming to you live from home once again. I forgot to do the thing.
He progressively looks worse.
There's
Jesus.
Alright, so anyway, things are the same old.
Nightbot's being mean. Oh.
I still have the orders to fill.
Nightbot's just kind of sad, I guess. He's got so many orders to fill.
Held back too. Anyway, we can still use some more good donations around here if y'all be so kind, please.
Please.
I had a really big setback.
Oh yeah?
That just took me and my mom out of nowhere.
What's that setback? Could it possibly be that a Lego set was not discounted and you paid full price for it?
We took care of what we need taken care of recently that I talked about earlier. Escapes I had to do. Oh yeah, mild prescription, we got that.
Oh boy.
We still need more money to help us out around here, so I put down the instructions once again underneath this video on how to donate. But with that,
Chris's hair makes me upset. It just makes me upset. Feel
4.
bad for me, guys. I have problems. Give me your hard-earned money without me producing anything to give you, guys. Give me money. It's not that hard. Like, fuck. I don't know why it seems so hard for Chris to understand the concept of fulfilling his Patreon. Like, he has his Patreon. People give him money for some reason, and then he just doesn't deliver. He doesn't give them what he says he's going. It's not that hard. Just don't put something on your Patreon that is impossible for you to do. I wouldn't put a thing on my Patreon that says I'm gonna do a video of me doing yoga for 3 hours every week. That's impossible. I don't know how to do yoga. It'd fucking suck. Don't put it on your Patreon if you can't fucking do it. If you can't fill your order, don't do it. Put something easier. Jesus fuck. Oh, it's frustrating. It's frustrating to me.
Give me money, give me sympathy. Oh man.
His hair is also, whenever Chris's hair is like this is when I just get upset. Like when he pushes the hair back and combs it over because he's clearly balding, and it just makes it look even worse. It makes it look like he's balding even more, and it just looks bad, all right? Just looks bad. My friend found a small Gengar figure while cleaning his room, and it reminded me of you. Ooh. $500 Patreon tier. Tony learns for us. I'm almost at my first Patreon tier. I'm almost at my 200 tier. If you guys don't know, if I reach $200, then I stream for 8 hours at once, which is, I'm looking forward to it. I'm pretty excited. But Jesus fuck. Let's put this at 2 speed and talk about what. So for a normal person,
rainbows, unicorns, and bluebird happiness.
When you're with friends, right? And maybe some of these friends aren't as weird as your other friends, you would adjust. Let's say I'm talking with my buddy Stefan. I'll be like, oh man, dude, let's talk about Sonic the Hedgehog fanfiction. Let's talk about weird Sonic porn. You know, that's what I'll do. But maybe with my other friends, they're not weird. like me and Stefan, you know? Maybe that we don't have that kind of relationship. So I won't talk about that. I won't enter the conversation with, holy shit, dude, you catch that fresh Sonic OC yesterday? No, it'll be something normal like, hey, what did you think of that? What do you think of that new game that's coming out? You know, it'll be something normal. Oh, but Chris can't do that. That small change that a normal human can do is a thing that he is incapable of doing. It's more Sonic Totem. That's the thing. He's incapable of changing even for that little adjustment. That's the problem. Hold on, let me get you your Sonic Totem. There we go. I got it just for you. Are you happy? I do this because I love you. Also, there's not much on the screen. Chris is incapable of doing these things. He is... The world either changes for him or he just bounces. He's out. You know? That's just how it is. What is your favorite Christian video? That is real tough. People ask that question all the time, and honestly, I usually give different answers every time because it's just so tough to pick. It's just so tough to pick. I really, really love the Christian audiobooks. Not these, mind you. Fuck this. This is bad. These that we're watching right now, they're bad.
Are you sure that Cynthia is the one throwing the tantrum? It could just be the knock getting angry again.
These are horrible. Chris reading his original comics, I think, are some of the most hilarious of his videos. Most people always pick Bob Walks In. Bob Walks In is great. I'm not disputing that it's a fantastic Christian video. I just don't think it's that interesting to watch. I can watch his audiobooks over and over and over and over and over again. That's how interesting they are to me. I love them. Should we embarrass her? Kevin asked Sarah, who was smiling mischievously as she nodded her head and started to gently shake her mouth. Oh man, that Sonic Totem. Why would you keep that? Why would you keep that? You know, like, didn't we see the video of Bob Walks In? Yes, we saw that ages ago. The Rape of Ivy. The Rape of Ivy, if I'm remembering correctly, is that the one with the audio issues? I can never watch that one because it has audio issues that hurt my ear. It's a good video, I just, like, Jesus. I think I cast the wrong spell. I don't think we're... Shit. My least favorite Christian video, that's an easy answer to give, though. I can tell you that. Give me the wrong spell. I'll have to talk with him when we get home. My least favorite is the one where he dresses up like a beetle and then sings a Beatles song. I hate that video so much that I skip it almost every single time. If I'm ever like watching all of his videos in order, which I used to do a lot when I was younger, I would skip that one every time. It's by far my least favorite. I hate it so much. My least favorite is when he makes fun of 9/11. That one I actually enjoy. Not because he's making fun of 9/11, but because he doesn't understand that he's making fun of 9/11, and he doesn't understand how bad that is. That's why I think that one is super interesting. It reveals a layer of disgust in me. It reveals to me how disgusting he is. Can we discuss how Tony's got hentai on his weeb list? What, you mean you realize that's a list of the anime I've watched. That's not a list of anime that I enjoy. That list is an anime list of all that I've seen. So if I've seen it, it's on there. That doesn't mean that I like it or enjoy it. Because if that were true, Aria the Scarlet Ammo wouldn't be on that fucking list because holy shit do I hate Aria the Scarlet Ammo. It is deceptively shitty. It has such a good intro and then it just fucks itself. I hate it. I would like to talk about that. Oh man, what hentai is on there? Did I put Boku no Pico on that list? Because I definitely did. Because I've seen that, of course. More than once. That's on that list, I'm sure. High School DxD is probably on there. High School of the Dead is on there, I'm sure, but I hate High School of the Dead too.
Kevin and Sarah turn ahead to see who appeared to be
Tony
a
would
large
have
pink cube.
JoJo as number
Pair of
1.
lips
Yeah, JoJo's
set
probably
eyes.
at the top. Every
On
season
one
of
his
JoJo
side.
is on there.
Hello, knock, knock. Kevin said to the cube, whose lips
Bible
contorted into a
Black.
smile,
Oh,
and started
Jesus.
transforming into a naked lady with blonde blue hair that matched her blue tail on her behind and her blue horn on her forehead. Hello, King Kevin, knock, knock.
I tried to watch Italia and I couldn't do it.
Knock, knock, fun together. Would knock, knock.
I
You
just
like to
couldn't
knock,
do
knock.
it.
Have a little knock, knock fun right now. Knock, knock. Knock, knock said.
I wanna actually hear Chris in real time say knock knock 50 times.
Hello, knock, knock. Kevin said to the cube, whose lips contorted into a smile as it started to transform into a naked lady with blonde blue hair that matched
Yeah.
her blue tail on her behind and her
Mhm.
blue horn on her forehead. Hello, King Kevin, knock, knock. It's been a knock, knock long time since knock, knock we've had any knock, knock fun together. Would knock,
Yeah.
knock, you like to knock, knock, have a little knock, knock fun right now, knock, knock.
Man, that was strangely musical. That sounded like he was singing. Can we listen? It sounds like he's singing it.
Knock, you like to knock, knock, have a little knock, knock fun right now, knock,
That
knock.
is the most in tune Chris has ever been. Wow. I have not watched Berserk 2016, but I really need to. I keep putting it off. I keep putting it off because I know that Berserk 2016 is not good. And I really like Berserk. Wow, I'm actually stunned. I'm actually legitimately stunned. Chris has sung before many times. But that was the first time that he's actually like been in tune. And it wasn't even on purpose. Oh man. That's funny.
Knock said.
Is he gonna say knock knock some more?
Smile as he completed his transformation and stared at Kevin with a
Man, I guess he can
suggestive
only
smile
sing when he's
on
saying
his
knock
face.
knock.
Sarah chuckled as
That's a
blush
little
came to his
sad.
face. That will never happen again.
Chris
Is this
sung
anyone
good
yelling?
lies.
Voice said from behind
No,
Kevin.
I
Watch
mean,
his
listen, I'll give him
Turns
credit
to
where
his blue
credit is
lips,
due.
blue
I'm
hair,
not
blue
just
tail,
here to sit here
blue
and be
nightgown,
upset.
orange like wings. It appeared as though she was about to go to her bedroom to sleep.
What do you think is the biggest thing that's ruined Chris's
Knock, knock,
life?
Rocky looked like you, Kevin said to the girl.
It's
Who looked down with an amused expression on her face.
It's
before she
one
walked
part
across the floor
himself
and
and
moved
two
to the hallway
parts his
that would lead her to
parents.
the bedroom. Don't look at my thumb.
Tony, how do I
Chris said with a chuckle as she
access
walked away.
your
She
anime
put her
watch
hands to
list?
cancel.
You can
Alone
access
at
it
the
using
table.
Nightbot.
And that's it for chapter 4 for right now.
You type in the
And then next time
command
for chapter
anime
5.
list. That should
Chapters
pop
to
it
go.
up.
Try to be more quick on getting the next one in.
It's
Give everyone a
Chris.
big day. And again, donations, please.
Again, donations. I know I've been skipping through the endings, but only watching the beginning portions, but this is... Every single one of these videos begins and ends with Chris asking for
Get the
donations.
next one in. Thank you, everyone. Have a good,
Safe day. Donations, please, give
Again,
them.
Donations, please. We really could use the help. I'm really serious about that right now.
It's Chris. It's Chris and his parents. His parents are very much responsible for Chris being fucked. Ooh, can I hear that in slow-mo, though? We've been in fast motion. Let's go for some slow-mo, Chris. It is his parents' fault, mostly for... To a certain point. To a certain point, Chris is fucked because of his parents. But after that, like, most people would learn to adjust and be... You know, this is my first time making it to a live one. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad you're here too, my guy. It's at a certain point, you can't blame Chris's parents for everything, alright? You can't blame Chris's parents for everything. At a certain point, you have to make it his fault because it is. Because he does things that are entirely his own fault. His parents definitely fucked him up, but at a certain point, those are Sonic bed sheets, aren't they? Please tell me those are not Sonic bed sheets. Tony, do you have a schedule? I do have a schedule. I do have a schedule. Ooh, wait, when did Chris Chan get hot though? Ain't this some spicy shit? Look at that jawline. He's got a jawline for days, you know? Look at that. Don't you just want to be wrapped in his arms?
$20. $50 American.
Uh-huh.
Hey, bye. Please donate.
It's better in
We
slow-mo.
need
I'm not
the
changing it.
money right now.
This is a fully grown adult male at the age of 34. The age of 34. This is a 34-year-old man asking for donations. Slower. If I go any slower, then we don't hear audio, and the audio is really what we're here to see. 34 years of age. Whining like a 5-year-old for money from his mom while they're at the Toys R Us.
American. Hey, bye.
Please donate.
We need the money right now.
Why?
I don't know. Hey, maybe a little comedy will help.
Oh boy.
Inspiring you to donate big amounts.
We're gonna watch this one in full time. Whoever said less attractive meatloaf is right. You know, yeah, he looks like a really unattractive meatloaf, actually. This is, again, I want to stress to you, this is a 34-year-old man who thinks that doing this will get people to give him money.
I'm a little piggy, here's my snap. Oink, 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 oink. I'm a little piggy, here's the meme. Oink, 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 here's my snout.
Here's the meme, boys. It's right there. Do you not see the meme? Do you see the meme? The meme is right there. Do you see it? It's in that one nostril on the right. That's the meme. That's it. You like that? We're gonna watch it again. We're gonna watch this more. We're gonna watch this more than once. Probably more than twice. Let me see, if I just press 4, 4 takes me to about where he starts.
I'm a little piggy, here's
Oh,
my
perfect.
snap. Oink, 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 oink. I'm a little piggy, here's the meme. I'm a little piggy,
like that?
here's my snap. Oink, 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 oink. I'm a little piggy, here's the meme. Oink, 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 here's my snout. I'm a little
Meme
piggy,
machine.
here's my snap.
Give me
Oink,
the
oink,
memes.
oink, oink, oink.
Meme
I'm a
machine.
little piggy, here's the meme. Oink, 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 here's my snout.
Doesn't Chris hate memes? Yes, he does. He does, in fact, hate memes. Why is he doing this? Why is he doing a South Park reference? Because Chris is under the impression that this is what people think comedy is, and if he does this, then he'll get donations. I'm certain people donated to him just for him doing this. Honestly. I just... we're just gonna leave it on this. We're just gonna watch this for the next 10 minutes. Give me all the memes, daddy. Give me the memes. This is a South Park reference? Oh yes, this is in fact a South Park reference. Let me pull it up. Okay. Yeah, this is early South Park. There we go.
I'm a little piggy, here's my snack. Oink, 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 oink. Now give me back my money.
It didn't have, I don't know why that didn't have any moving in it, but that's the audio. That's exactly what Chris is doing. He can't even do something original for money.
By
Oh, boy.
request of the mysterious Mr. Enter.
Oh boy, you guys want to talk about the mysterious Mr. Enter? Let's talk about the mysterious Mr. Enter for a moment. So if you don't know, let me pull him up. The mysterious Mr. Enter. Mr. Enter, there he is. The mysterious Mr. Enter is a content creator on YouTube, much like myself. He produces videos. He's famous for his series known as Animated Atrocities, where he essentially just talks about animations that are really poor. Now, whatever your feelings are on the mysterious Mr. Enter, I'm not here to sway your opinion here or there. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not here to cause drama. But he is both very popular with people for many reasons, and both very infamous. There are people who despise him, and there are people who love him. Now, he is actually very popular among people with autism, which is very interesting. He's very popular with people with autism. So, you can understand why Chris would like him. Now, the funny thing is that Chris says that this was at the request of this particular boy. This is in fact not true, that he denies it. He has denied that this is ever a thing. He did not actually request this from Chris. Now, I think Chris thought to himself that if he threw out a reference to this guy, that maybe he would notice Chris, and that would be a thing Chris wanted. That's probably what happened. That is most likely what happened. He was probably under the impression that if he dropped a reference to the mysterious Mr. Enter, that the mysterious Mr. Enter would in fact notice Chris. Which is a little weird. Why do people feel the need to bring up the fact that they have autism? I don't know, man. I don't know why people bring up most things in their life. So it's interesting that this never happened. It's actually one of the more interesting things and one of the more puzzling things to me. I don't actually understand. I actually don't understand exactly why Chris would just name drop this guy. But it does in fact reveal some of Chris's tastes. It does reveal that Chris does in fact watch The Mysterious Enter, and it does make you think to yourself that these are the kinds of things that he enjoys watching. I find that to be interesting.
Flop, 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 flop.
Oh boy.
Flop, 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 flop.
Oh, someone pretended to be the Mr. Enter and fake Chris. Chris has no idea who he is. Is that true? Why, thank you, good sir.
Flop, 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 flop.
I tried my hardest to figure out what was up with Chris and the mysterious Mr. Enter. When that first came out, when this video first came out, there was actually not really any information on it, and I couldn't find anything on it. But that's interesting that you say that somebody pretended to be. I totally believe it, though. Thank you for correcting me. I totally believe it. It's not the first time people have pretended to be things. People have pretended to be Miyamoto and Reggie to, you know, to throw Chris off. Tony, can you tell Neko? Just tell me, Senpai, I'll be a good boy. Neko, what are you doing? Get out of here, you cat boy. Get out of here! Go drink some milk. That's what cats do, I think. Give me the flubbies. Oh, man. Jesus. This is it.
Flop. Flop.
That's it. That's it. That's the end. That's the end of the Chris Chan stream. We're just ending on the flubs. I can't. We're just done. We're ending on the flubs. That's it. We're ending on the flubs. That's as much as I can take it. That's it. That's all I can take. Alright. It's time for fan art. It's time for fan art. If you want to see fan art, it's time. Fuck. I can't keep going after him singing the flub song. I'm not gonna try to analyze the flub song. That's it. That's it. That's the end. Alright, let's look at the fan art and see what we got. Okie doke. Ooh. Edgy boys. I do like my edgy drawings. Pictures of Sonitude. Why is it not putting it in the spot that I want? Put it over there, goddammit. There we go. Why does it have the boobs? It's got boobaroos. Why you put boobaroos on my logo? How dare you? Oy. I'm not a bad enough dude to save the president. Alright. What is this character? Oops. That ain't what I wanted. Bop. We got more. You guys posting more? Oh yeah, you are. Got another. I'm just gonna look at this and then we'll check again. Can I be your Neko? I don't take that much space. No. Get out of here. Get out of here, Neko. No Nekos allowed. Alright, somebody drew my logo, and he's looking real edgy. I like his pants. Ooh. His pants are nice. You know what, I'm gonna wait. I'm actually just gonna wait for more. I'm gonna wait for more fan art. What is this? What is this? What is this picture of Kekuin? Oh my goodness. You guys are posting more. Why? Why must you draw my logo with boobaroos? Why must you do this? Oh man. Forgive me. I colored it in. Ooh, what is this? Man, the art styles are all over the place. You guys are all over the place today. Normally it's a consistent few people, but there's some newer stuff here, which is very exciting. That's good stuff. Alright. His edgy pants, I like his edgy sword. The edgy sword is good. I like how casual he's doing. He's good. I like it. I don't know what more to say about it. He looks like the Satan from the Pick of Destiny. That's what he looks like. He looks like the Satan from Pick of Destiny. Can I pull that up actually? Where is he? Yeah, he looks just like him. He looks just like the Pick of Destiny guy. Jesus. That's a pretty good Sonichu. He looks real happy. I'm actually upset at how happy he looks. I want him to be in pain. Can you draw him again? Would make it look like he's upset. Oh man. No, but it's good. This is drawn by Leroy, I think? Tony, have you ever imagined people drawing fan art of your logo as a female? I never imagined people drawing fan art of anything related to me. It's astounding every single time. It's Dave Grohl under all that makeup, it is. Oh man. That's a good Sonichu though. He looks really happy and good. He looks like Chapter 1 Sonichu before everything bad happens. Mr. President. What does that say? Tony, you pussy grabber, you destroyed the wall. My stand. Things are getting too hot in Russia. Oh man. That's fantastic. If you guys don't know what's happening here, I played a game called Mr. President, where you have to save President Ronald Rump from being shot. And this picture is perfect. It's exactly what it needs to be. Oh, that's fantastic. That's great. Oh, man. Ooh. You gave it boobaroos and abs. We feel as though you should name this character, as it's based on your old logo. I have a suggestion, though you don't need to go with this. The name I've suggested is Lucy, named after Lucifer, as Beal. Lucy, as Beal, pronounced Beal, in Sonichu is based on Beelzebub. Man, I think you're just trying to make your Boobaroo logo canon, my guy. You want me to name it Lucy so that you have an excuse to give it Boobaroos. And that's just not gonna happen. Are you dabbing while blocking the bullet? I was very clearly dabbing. That's the only way to block bullets effectively. I mean, my character does in fact dab while I was in that stream, so that was great. Oh man. I'll probably think of a name for this character at some point. I'm just not exactly sure when I'll do that. Does it come with an infected taint? I really hope this character doesn't. Man, it's even got shoulder spikes too. The edgiest of the edge. She looks like a character that I'd make in the RPG Maker character creator. Mostly because of the eyes, because that's an effect you can put on your character's eyes. Ooh, someone drew Rosachu. And she's got an AC/DC t-shirt. Where's my favorite AC/DC t-shirt? Hello kids. Where's that shirt that says, like, it says music on it? Yeah, music band. With the AC/DC logo. How do you do, fellow kids? That's my favorite fucking thing in the world. I love it. Every time I see an AC/DC t-shirt, I just think of that. I really wish you drew this music band on it. Oh my god. It's a good Rosie though. It's a very good Rosie. It's a design of Rosachoo I've yet to see. Nobody's really drawn her as this sort of not super girly style, you know? Oh, why do you do this? Why must you take my pure logo and turn it into a lewd image of lewdness? Why do you do this to me? Why do you do this? How dare you? Drawing as a trap. Oh no. Tony, could I lick your popsicle if you don't mind the teeth? Why do you do this? Do you enjoy this? Do you just wake up in the morning and think, how can I just ruin everything that's ever happened in the history of human existence? Is that what you do? That's what you do. It's a good drawing though, seriously. It's a pretty legit ice cream cone. It looks like it's melting, which is nice. It looks like a melting ice cream cone. Which is good. Oh man. This picture of Kakyoin is absolutely adorable. He's a jelly donut and a cherry. That is just adorable. My goodness. I don't even know what to say about it. I don't even know how to say how adorable this is. You need to use this as your profile picture if you're not, because it's adorable and I love it. Ooh. You cuck wagon. Is that me talking to the audience, or is that me talking to the author? I'm gonna assume this is me talking to the author. That's me talking back to you. Man, look at him. He looks like a goddamn porn star. Why'd you do this? What is wrong with you boys? He looks like a goddamn porn star waiting for a cum shot. He's waiting for that cum shot. By the way, if you guys are curious, you should watch a movie called The Fluffer. It's top notch. That's it. It's a top-notch movie. It's about a fluffer. It's good. How can I get to the Discord? You can get to the Discord through my website, which is on the bottom of the screen. Damn, dude. Nah, seriously though. Despite the porn star look, he looks pretty fantastic. Oof. It's a trap. Why do you do this? Why do you do this? You didn't even give him boobaroos. You didn't even give him boobaroos. You didn't even give him boobaroos this time. And still, you make me upset to be alive. Why do you do this? The Fluffer. Yeah, The Fluffer is a great movie. It's about a guy who is a fluffer in the porn industry and falls in love with a porn star that he's fluffing. It's pretty great. It's a romantic tale of fluffing. The lack of boobaroos gives it away. Yeah. The lack of boobaroos clearly makes this a trap. I love the blush though. The blush is nice. Also the anime hair. Very good. Oh man. I look like I've seen something real bad happen. What have I seen? What am I looking like? What am I looking at? Is it, you know what that is? That's my face after seeing these logos that you're drawing. That's what's happening. If I donate a buttload of money to you, will you and Dane cosplay as Bayonetta and Jane from Bayonetta 2? Listen, bud, I can't speak on behalf of what Dane's gonna do based on money. I can't answer the question of what Dane is gonna do if you offer him money. That is not something I can do, my guy. I'm looking at Chris's taint. Oh man, the face when seeing Panty and Stocking. Nah, this ain't even close. Panty and Stocking is good though. Why would I be looking distressed when watching Panty and Stocking? That show is fantastic. Ooh, edgy. I need to stop doing edgy art. Nah, man, your edgy art is good. It looks like something I'd see on like a metal album. You know what he looks like? He looks like Venom. He looks like Venom from Spider-Man. Yeah, that's pretty cool. You have a very good edgy art. You should keep drawing edgy art. You should make it edgier. He should be even edgier than he is now. This tail, that could be way edgier. Shoulders could have spikes. He could be way edgier. That's how that works. Twice as edgy as you could imagine. Oh man. He needs his nipples though. I don't know what it is. His nipples are weirding me out. His nipples are weirding me out ever so slightly. I like the metal vibe of the aesthetic. It's a good vibe. It's a good metal vibe. You did a good job. It looks like he's wearing a wrestling... He looks like a wrestler wearing a furry helmet. I don't know. I think he looks like Venom because it looks like that's his actual mouth and like that's his tongue, you know? Oh, what's happening here? Why is my chin? Why is my what is this? What have you done? Why have you done this to me? Oh man. I have such big yaoi hands and such tiny feet. My goodness. Wow. Oh jeez. Oh my goodness. This was a conscious decision. You did this on purpose. You did this on purpose. Here's the thing though. I know that you have artistic ability because you drew the logo doing this. You drew the logo as small and cute, which means that you did this on purpose. This was a deliberate decision to give me yaoi hands and give me a Dorito chin. But it's okay. You know what I'm gonna do, bucko? I'm gonna slime you. Is this what you do in your spare time? I'm gonna slime ya. Whoopsie woo. Here comes the goo. Oh no. Oh Jesus. This is the best thing I think I've ever seen. Wow. I think you won. You won the whatever the fuck. You won the best what the fuck art award is this. This is the best thing. I don't like to play favorites. I don't like to play favorites with the fan art. But I mean, goddamn, can anybody even compete? Can anybody even compete to the slime? Jesus fuck, that's great. Oh man, I love my buckaroos, except the golden artist, Tony Rivera. Oh man, I don't need your love anyway, she says while crying, clearly needing my love, which is why she draws pictures of me, clearly denying that I love her. It's okay. If you guys ever wonder, Tony, do you love me? The answer is yes, I love all of you. Hard and damp. I love everybody who watches my content. You know, it doesn't even matter if they enjoy listening to Nickelback in their spare time, which the Golden Artist clearly does. You know what people say about big hands? Oh man, you don't even know the half of it. You don't even know the half of it. For those of you who don't know what yaoi hands are, when I say yaoi hands, yaoi is of course the pornographic Japanese drawings that are between two boys, two very feminine looking boys, and to make the penises look different and to make them sort of stand out, they give them huge ass hands. These are what yaoi hands are. I don't know the specifics between between how yaoi hands affect the brain behind that, but it's a thing. I don't know why it's a thing, but it's a fucking thing. Alright, let me see. Is there any more fan art that was posted? What was posted? Ooh. Fantastic picture of something. Oh, a stand? I like stands. And that's it. We just got these last two, and that's it. Who is this? Is this Magichan? Who is this character? Who is this? Is that... It looks like he drew Magichan. The third eye is weirding me out. I like it, but it's weirding me out. I think it's a neat design choice. That's definitely Magichan. Is that your OC? Is that your OC? Definitely not Magichan. He looks cool, though. Look at those legs, though. Yeah, his legs? You mean my legs back there? My legs are real long, yeah. But his legs here look good. These are good legs. The shading on it is good. I like the shading, I like the eye, I like the ears especially. You did a really good job drawing these ears and the hair. He just looks good. He looks kind of fat, though. He looks fat, but like a good kind of fat, you know? Like a tubby boy. Like you just want to give him a smooch. I see you spent money on them, not me. What, the Nickelback albums? No, I didn't spend any money on those Nickelback albums. Actually, what I will say about those Nickelback albums is that clearly you enjoy them if you listen to them in your car every other day, which apparently you do. Golden Artist, confirmed Nickelback fan. He's a smooch. You just want to give this guy a smooch, you know? He just looks like Tien. He's good. Oh, jeez. Get Lucky. That's your stand name. His power is E, his speed is E, his range is C, his durability is A, his precision is C, developmental potential is E. Oh, man. He's looking hot, though. You pretty much just drew someone in a bondage suit. Was that your master plan? What does the stand do? I believe that you actually wrote a description of the stand, which I will read to the audience. Alright. Get Lucky is a weak stand when it is first summoned, but every time it takes damage it becomes stronger, raising its power and speed. Once both stats are at A, it can create spikes around its body, adding an extra layer of protection. Personality. Although it looks rather lewd, it acts as a mother towards its master. It cannot, due to its gag over its mouth, it cannot speak due to the gag over its mouth, but it can make noises. It may be able to speak if the gag is removed, though. Ooh. Interesting. So tell me, what are the limits of this stand? Because if it just gets stronger once you've beaten it up, it would probably get real strong after only a single fight. You'd probably have to have it so that it, like, becomes weak again after it loses a fight. It's pretty nifty, though. Bondage me, mommy. No. Stop. This is unacceptable. Oh man, the kinkiest stand. It's a clever idea, the concept of a stand getting stronger as you beat up on it. That's a very interesting concept. It's just a tough stand to balance. Because you have to have, like, you know, restrictions, or else it'll just keep getting stronger and stronger and stronger, you know? You know how every fan base has its stereotype? Is really fucking weird porn our stereotype? No. This is. Whatever, you guys drawing me being fucking weird, that's what you do. I'm gonna slime you. It's just gonna do that. Can you fuck your own standu? If dojins are any indication, the answer is yes. And on that note, thank you all for watching this fantastic Chris Chan stream. I hope you enjoyed Chris pretending to be a piggy for 5 minutes. Everybody have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next stream.